I swear I wasn't gonna buy a Braun Atelier 1. It was a really slow Saturday evening, and I was browsing the interwebs for a coffee machine. A Gaggia Classic, to be precise. And what I found in my local vicinity was a Gaggia Paros I have not heard of before. So I did some internet research and found that this Gaggia is actually a classic, but including a coffee grinder. So as I looked what else the seller had to offer, I saw a Braun Atelier 1 for 450 euros. So I quickly forgot about that and wrote the seller that I'm interested in the coffee machine. We agreed to meet up on a Sunday, so I drove there, and the social distancing thing kind of worked out for both of us. She already had it on the machine on her patio, ready for me to inspect it, and a real sweet lady, and we chatted along, and she told me she was not going to negotiate the price because there was already another guy in for it, but she would have to mail it to him, and she wouldn't really want to do that. And I agreed on that she doesn't really want to send a coffee machine through postal because you never know if this thing is going to get there in one piece, because I stopped mailing turntables because the chance of it getting destroyed on the way is getting higher and higher, because for some reason the delivery guys, they just don't give a f about the packages. So she heard record player, and then she said, well, I got a complete stereo you might want to take a look at. And I'm like, well, I've seen that Braun you offered, but it's ridiculously priced. I'm not going to pay the 450. And I already knew that she wasn't going to negotiate on the price for the coffee machine, so I figured she's not going to negotiate the price on this hi-fi system. So she like, well, take a look and then maybe we work something out. Okay. And I gave her the 60 euros for the coffee machine, and I only had like 110 left in my wallet because I wasn't prepared to buy any expensive hi-fi equipment. So she had the Braun Atelier 1 in the back of her garage, and she showed it to me, and there are some dings, and I wasn't really interested because, like I said, she was asking 450, and yeah, I wouldn't want to lowball her. But she insisted on what I have to offer, and I'm like, well, I can't offer anything. I don't have enough money with me. I would give you 100 euros for it. And she responded, 150. And I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, oh no, wait a minute, I only have 110 left. I'm like, well, I would give you 150, but I only have 110 left. And then she's like, okay. So I bought this for 110 euros. But I gotta say, it's not in a real great condition. I'll show you. So, good news. The turntable works. The lid doesn't hold up. Only if I put it in place and then say, pretty please stay up there, and then it stays up there. But like I said, the turntable works completely. The start stop works. I don't even know if it will start now. Oh yeah, it will start. Let me put up the arm so it doesn't hit the bladder. So this works, and the size of the record works, and the speed works. It's a quartz lock turntable, direct drive, so no belt, which is good. Like I said, the thing works completely. Said that, and it didn't go. Oh, now it does. Takes a second. Then this is the tape, and check this out. This is like the coolest tape I've ever seen, and I've seen quite some. This thing here is massive, and it slides out, and you know what? It works also. Let me put in a tape. The only thing that's missing is the lights out on this side works here. So let me put in a tape, and then let me see if I can get this. You can actually use it while it's open. Oh, it's not an auto reverse tape. So let me change this and hit start. So here we go. You see this? And while it's playing, I can put it back in there. This is gonna be a great toy. So down here we have the amplifier, which did come on. I tried it with headphones, but the volume knob is, I think, completely destroyed, because here it starts having to be moved with force, and then it kind of like has no force at all here. Now I can't move it in this direction without feeling uncomfortable. So this is like loose going anti-clockwise, but going clockwise it'll stop moving. You see, now I can't turn it anymore. This works, this doesn't. So I'm sure this needs to be replaced. Anyway, what everything is doing, I'm not quite sure. It has this great cover for all the buttons and whatnot. So this needs some work. And here we have the tuner, which also seemed to work. I'm not a guy that listens to radio, so I don't really care for this thing. I just find it very, very neat that this whole system looks like it does. It's just one piece, and it's all the same size and all the same optic. So I really like the looks of it. This is an amazing piece. To be honest, the lady really forced me to buy it by making me such a great offer that I didn't even check if it worked. I just said, okay, here's 110, I'll take it. I didn't even plug it in. So I only found out what's wrong with it when I came back here and hooked it up, plugged it in, and used some headphones to listen to what's going on. And then I found out that the volume control wasn't working. I first was afraid that the turntable doesn't work, and I thought that tape deck would at least need new belts, but it doesn't really seem like it. So the only really thing that seems to be broken is this volume control right here. We'll find out in another video when I take this thing apart. Let me know in the comment section if you would have bought this beauty for that amount of money. And thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up.